the world of Venus burns quietly beneath a shroud of golden clouds. From space, it gleams like a pearl of light, serene and mesmerizing. But behind that deceptive beauty lies chaos, a world of crushing pressure, boiling heat, and a history carved in molten fire. Venus, our closest planetary neighbor, hides more volcanoes than any other world in the solar system. Over 1,600 giants of stone and flame, frozen in silence. Imagine standing on its surface. If you could survive it, the air, thick with carbon dioxide, would crush you like an invisible ocean. Sulfuric acid rains down in a mist that never touches the ground, vaporizing before it lands. The temperature? A hellish 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. Yet once, long ago, this was a world alive with fire, trembling with eruptions that could have lit up the cosmos. Among its many mountains of fury stands one, a titan called Mons, rising 5 miles high, its shadow stretching across a tortured plain. She was once the beating heart of Venus, spewing rivers of lava across endless plains, reshaping the land with every breath of her fury. And though the planet is silent now, the scars remain, vast calderas, collapsed lava domes, and labyrinthine channels of blackened stone that whisper of ancient rage. But what happened? Why did the volcanoes of Venus fall silent? Did they die, or are they only sleeping beneath the golden haze? Venus has always been a world of contradictions. To the ancients, she was a goddess, radiant, beautiful, and full of grace. The morning star that heralded dawn, the evening jewel that glowed after sunset. But beauty, as they say, often hides danger. Deep within her thick yellow clouds, the planet keeps her true nature concealed. Beneath that blinding atmosphere lies a realm where day and night blur, where the surface glows faintly with trapped heat, and the ground itself is a relic of firestorms that once shook the heavens. Volcanoes here are not just mountains. They are cathedrals of destruction. Scientists have mapped vast plains of solidified lava, stretching for thousands of miles. Great volcanic structures, called Planetary, the landscape like open wounds. Some rise as domes, others collapse into pits miles across. It's as if Venus herself tore open her skin to breathe. And then there's Mons, named after the Egyptian goddess of truth and justice. She stands like a sentinel among ghosts. Her slopes are scarred with rivers of ancient magma, frozen mid-flow, leading to plains that look as if they were poured yesterday. Some images from orbit suggest that parts of her surface may have changed in recent years. Dark patches, new formations, subtle hints that perhaps she's not entirely asleep. Could Venus still be alive? In 2023, astronomers studying radar images from NASA's Magellan mission discovered something startling. A vent near Mons had changed shape between two observations. It seemed to open wider, as if magma had surged from below. Could this mean Venus had an eruption, a modern eruption, right under our eyes? For the first time, we had a reason to believe that the goddess of fire still breathes. To uncover the secrets of Venus, we must first pierce her veil, a veil of toxic clouds and endless storms. The planet's atmosphere is 90 times thicker than Earth's, crushing any spacecraft that dares to descend. Soviet probes in the 1970s and 80s, Venera 9, 13, 14, managed to survive only minutes before their instruments melted or were crushed flat. Yet, in those fleeting moments, they sent back images that changed everything. The picture showed a rocky wasteland, flat slabs of basalt, scattered stones, and a dim orange glow filtering through the smog. No wind, no life, just an endless, suffocating silence. It was a graveyard of volcanoes. Scientists realized that most of Venus's surface was astonishingly young, perhaps only 500 million years old. Almost the entire planet had been resurfaced in a cataclysmic event. The theory? A global volcanic apocalypse. An age when the crust melted from within, when fire flowed across continents, burying mountains, oceans, and whatever ancient landscapes came before. It was as if Venus had pressed a cosmic reset button. But then, everything stopped. The eruptions ceased, the lava cooled, and the planet froze in its own heat. Since then, no obvious eruptions, no visible ash plumes. Only scars. Only silence. Yet deep down, the pressure continues to build. The mantle still churns with molten rock. The atmosphere still swells with volcanic gases. And though we cannot see the flames anymore, Venus's heart, the fiery core, might still be beating. Once, Venus might have been a paradise. Billions of years ago, it could have had oceans, vast blue seas shimmering beneath a gentler sun. The air might have been thinner, the climate cooler, perhaps even habitable. But something went terribly wrong. Volcanic eruptions, relentless and massive, began to fill the skies with carbon dioxide and sulfur. The planet's greenhouse effect spiraled out of control. Oceans boiled away, clouds thickened, and the surface became inferno. Volcanoes had transformed the goddess of beauty into a world of death. Each eruption fed the atmosphere, trapping more heat, creating a cycle of destruction that no planet could endure. Over time, the volcanic fury that gave Venus its face also sealed its fate. When scientists compare the lava plains of Venus with those on Earth, they see a haunting reflection. As if Venus shows us what Earth might become if balance is lost. If carbon builds too high, if heat spirals out of control, we too could face our own runaway greenhouse effect. Venus isn't just a mystery. She's a warning. Every blackened crater, every frozen lava river, every fractured mountain tells a story of fire, beauty, and tragedy. It's the tale of a planet that became too hot to hold life, too proud to cool down. And yet, in that endless silence, something may still stir. In recent years, new eyes have turned toward Venus. NASA, ESA, and other space agencies have planned new missions. VERITAS, DAVINCI, Envision, each designed to peel back the layers of mystery. Their goal? To find out if Venus is still geologically alive. High-resolution radar will map its mountains and plains with stunning detail. Atmospheric probes will plunge through the acid clouds, measuring gases that could reveal recent volcanic activity. If sulfur dioxide levels rise and fall, it could mean new eruptions are feeding the sky. Imagine it. The first recorded volcanic eruption on Venus in modern history. A planet thought to be dead, suddenly flaring back to life. What would it look like? Through the haze, the ground would tremble. Cracks would split open across ancient plains. A slow, red glow would spread, lava oozing from vents unseen for eons. The air would shimmer with heat. The clouds would swirl as shock waves ripple outward. For a brief, terrifying moment, Venus would awaken again, the goddess reclaiming her throne of fire. Some scientists even suspect that Venus's heat patterns, observed by orbiting spacecraft, could already show faint signs of active lava flows. Small temperature anomalies, subtle but real. Could we be looking at the embers of a still-burning world? Venus doesn't speak loudly anymore. But sometimes, the silence of a volcano can be more terrifying than its roar. Venus is a mirror, one that reflects our own planet's possible future. Once Earth's twin, now a desolate inferno. Once a symbol of love, now a monument to ruin. Every volcano, from Mons to Sif Mons, tells a chapter of her history, a story written in molten stone. She was vibrant once, full of fire and fury, reshaping herself with each eruption. Then came the long sleep, an age of quiet that hides a memory of her violence beneath clouds of poison and heat. But perhaps she's not done. Perhaps the fire still waits below, patient and ancient, ready to rise once more. As we study her from afar, we begin to understand not just the planet, but ourselves. We see how fragile balance is, how the same forces that create worlds can also destroy them. Venus is both beauty and beast, creator and destroyer, goddess and ghost. So, when you gaze at that bright evening star, that shimmering light that has fascinated humanity for thousands of years, remember what lies beneath it. Remember the silence, the fire, the mountains that once bled flame. Venus is not just a planet. She's a memory of creation, a whisper from the dawn of time, a warning, burning forever in the sky. And somewhere beneath those golden clouds, the volcanoes still wait. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed exploring the wonders of our universe, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends who love the stars too. Tap the bell icon so you never miss a journey through the cosmos. Keep looking up and stay curious.